And why we're going to talk about Housewives because it was reported last night, late last night, and I'm allowed a few people to come in. And please allow me to check my sound. Please allow me a moment to check my sound. Sometimes the sound goes through, sometimes I have issues. So please allow me a moment to check my sound. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? We'll go back out. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? I think it's okay on that side. So I'm going to play my disclaimer and then we're going to get into the video. So let me play my disclaimer. So thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share if you care. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's on Instagram, what's on Twitter, what's going on in the news around the world. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And have a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Okay, so last night I saw this. We're going to just do a 360 in regards to Bravo. What's going on with Bravo? What's going on with Porsha? And is Andy trying to do cleanup? And the reason why I say that is because the Real Housewives of Atlanta said that they were going to be filming. Then it was reported that they may not be filming until either the beginning of the summer or the end of the summer. And what's going on? Porsha right now is going through a divorce from Fallon's ex-husband. And I'm going to say that because Porsha was, and see, when Simon says, show me proof that I was cheating, you were with Porsha before you got your divorce. So that is cheating. I don't know why nobody said that. You weren't divorced and you were with Porsha before the divorce was final. So you were cheating. So I'll take the 100K. I'll take that. I'll take that 100K because he had a bid that it was 50K if you could choose he was cheating. And then it went from 50K to 100K. You were cheating with Porsha before you were divorced. So that is cheating because you weren't legally divorced yet. And then remember when Porsha was saying he's divorced, yay. And then a year later or 8 months later, they got married. But right now, Porsha and Simon are going through divorce. There's been a lot that's been going on. Let me just generally update you, and then we're going to get to this clip. It was basically being reported that Simon sent a cease and desist to Bravo. They don't want them filming in his home that he has the deed to. 2, it was reported that Simon is actually allegedly seeking that Bravo sends all communication, voicemail messages, text messages, contract information. Now, whether that's been approved or not, I'm not certain. But Simon wants everything because he wants to see if Porsha sold the idea of her marriage or did she not sell the idea of her marriage and she had planned in regards to wanting a divorce. In January, February, it was noted that alleged Simon has issues in regards to citizenship. Many people found out what was going on with Simon in January, February. I can't remember the month, but many people found out about Simon's history and what was going on with Simon. So then there's that. There's been a lot of back and forth. Porsha coming to home with her mother, with a guy that had a pow, that had that, and he was basically stated as Porsha's security. Now, it was being reported that Simon had never met that guy that was supposed to be allegedly Porsha's security. And I think he wanted proof that he was an actual security guard, alleged. There's been many things that's been said. Simon has backed off a little, but when it was reported, almost every week or every 2 weeks, Simon was posting something. Whoever wanted Porsha to go through this divorce, now you have to deal with the emotional state of her going through this divorce. That's what he has basically said. He was posting a lot of things. If you want to update on what Simon had to say, go back for the last 2 months. He said a lot. I'm just kind of giving you a general synopsis of what's been said. So it's basically saying, you agree? Andy names Porsha and many other women in regards to who has um, optimized in regards to the show idea, or yeah, optimize, empathize, whatever. Who basically has laid the groundwork for them to be known and noted as a housewife. Now you got to remember, only one that everybody can think of who is well known, well spoken, quick wit, very funny, and people will go to her page and it will be a viral moment. People look to Nene as being one of the most well known women in regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So everybody's saying, Andy, are you stating this in regards to who some of your favorites are? Because there's a different lawsuits and allegations that's going on. And it's interesting in this article, he more so talks about Porsha than the other women. And we understand, if you don't know, Kyle and Mauricio are kind of separated right now. It's being reported that Mauricio has actually moved out of their home. Yes, he has. He has his own place. Now, Mauricio is trying to, so we talked about Porsha. I would just generally update you on uh, Kyle. Some of the other women don't really know that much. I really don't. Not even going to be lying. Um, but right now, Kyle and Mauricio are going through a separation, and it's been a separation. I don't know if it's been stated that there's an ironclad that they're getting a divorce. But if you look at the show on Netflix in regards to selling Beverly Hills, he has a show in regards to, he's one of the well known real estate agents out in that way in Beverly Hills. He has a business with his children, his daughters, and he has a business with other real estate agents that's in an office together. They're selling real estate. There's different groups that sells real estate. Yeah, reality shows are very interesting. It really is, and concerning, because if you don't stay on the reality show, how the reality show portrays you, it's definitely concerning. Let me know in the comments, So Real TV, which reality show do you watch, or do you not watch any of them? Note in the comments, do you watch any of the reality shows? And or did you stop watching and you used to watch XYZ? Let me know which show you used to watch, So Real TV. Okay, so in regards to Kyle, Mauricio has the show, and Kyle actually comes on to the Netflix special regards to selling Beverly Hills. She's on a few of the episodes. I want to say if there's 10 episodes, she's maybe on 3. They show that the family sits down, and you have to remember Mauricio says to TMZ, alleged, that they're separated, and the kids did not know. So many of the kids found out through the TMZ when he spoke to TMZ months, let's say about a year ago. And the kids were very emotional, saying, Dad, don't you think, Mauricio, you should have talked to us first, that you or mom were thinking about separation or has gone to this level of, don't you think you should have told your children first? And they were basically saying, Dad, we work with you. It's not like we're out of town and we don't see you. The kids were really upset with Mauricio. And when on the show that they were sitting down talking to the dad, he was basically apologizing, saying, I was kind of put in a corner and I kind of wanted to explain what was going on. And I just told TMZ. And the girls were like, okay, Dad, we get that. We knew your mom were going through something. We've seen that she's been hanging out with XYZ, this young lady. They've been traveling. Mom's been having fun. Mom understands you travel out for work, and she just felt like she's taking a back seat to your work and you traveling. They did do a family trip, and they all sat down. They talked about the separation, what was going on. And it was so funny that Kyle was riding her bike going shopping. It was kind of cute. And she had had several bags, and she was like, Kyle was like, where's your dad, Mauricio? And they were like, he's in the kitchen, I think cooking or something. And she was like, oh, okay, I got to put these bags up. So when Kyle went to go put the bags up, he wasn't in the kitchen cooking. He was where she was putting the bags away. And she was kind of like, I think she said, oh, I got a great deal or something like that. But she gets her own money. So it was kind of funny. So it showed that Kyle and Mauricio cooked for the kids that night. And they had a family dinner. They were talking. And then some of the cast members with the reality show was supposed to come to the house the next day. And the kids were like, well, should we cancel them coming? We're having a family situation, more information than we thought that we would be receiving at this dinner table. And, Kyle Mauricio was like, no, let everybody still come out. This is something that families go through. And I appreciate that they still wanted the team to come out. So they talked about the separation, and Kyle had mentioned while on the Netflix show that Bravo heard that there's more going on in regards to her life, and that Bravo wanted to put the cameras in Kyle's face. And Mauricio was like, well, Kyle, who are you filming with? And she basically mentioned she would be filming with her young lady friend and not Mauricio. So he kind of was like, well, wait a minute. I'm married to you. We're going through the separation. Why are they wanting to film with you and the young lady and not me and the girls? So she was like, well, this is what it is. I have to go film. And she was saying in the next few days, or she had to film the next day. So Mauricio was like, okay. So we understand Kyle and Mauricio are going through their separation. Will they get a divorce? I don't know, because that would be an interesting divorce, because Mauricio is very rich. Mauricio is very rich, and Kyle has helped build that business. And Kyle has been a part of some of the big deals. Now, I don't know if Kyle is an actual real estate agent or she just helps with the contracts, but she is a part of the business for sure. So if they get a divorce, that's going to be an interesting divorce. So let's start there. It was just reported, I want to say either this month or last month, that Mauricio is moving out. Okay, so let's get to this part where Andy is trying to help Porsha's image. And why am I saying that he's trying to help Porsha's image? I had said, with Porsha going through this divorce, did she sell a dream about her love with Simon in regards to her being and her going through the divorce? Did she sell a dream to Bravo? So now Andy is trying to help with her image, but in the comments, baby, they're going in. So it's basically saying that Andy Cohen was asked, you must have, let's see, you must have overseen hundreds of housewives. At this point, which of them are the most famous? In which you basically have an idea. So he's basically saying Porsha Williams in Atlanta is a good example. She is funny, she is open, and she is someone that will root for you. She is vulnerable, and she has been on the top and at the bottom. Now, why would you say that she is open? Let's stop there. And we understand that there's a lot going on. But then in the comments, people are saying, Andy, Porsha has done so much in regards to castmates. Let's look at what she's done in regards to Dennis and Dennis's mom. He's acting like things didn't happen on that last 4 episodes of Porsha Family Matters. It was so concerning. So I'm shocked. I'm very shocked. I've said it before. I am shocked that Bravo is even bringing Porsha back. I am. It is such a huge HR issue. Not an HR expert, but I see it's a huge HR issue because Porsha has touched, I can say that word, Porsha has touched different castmates. When you look at the last 4 episodes of Porsha Family Matters, so concerning. But we see that Bravo wants the money, need the money. I don't know if it's because they are trying to buy bigger houses, send their kids to college, but I'm surprised that they're bringing Porsha back. I just am. So he's basically saying that she is vulnerable. She has been on the top. She has been on the bottom. She is kind of everything. And you go along for the ride with her. She's kind of everything. She just shaded Nene. They were supposed to do, if you don't know, they were supposed to do the Upshaws. And what was basically saying, Porsha had a contract, Nene had a contract, alleged, They were on set. Nene was there. Nene had a similar outfit to Porsha, so they asked Nene to change. Alleged. Nene changed her outfit, and they had told Porsha alleged that Nene did change her outfit so that way they wouldn't look too similar in regards to her outfit. So Nene was kind of like, "Oh, I'm excited to see Porsha. I'm excited to see Porsha." So then she never showed up on set. This is how Nene explains it. So then the next day, Porsha still is not on set, and she was like, "Where's Porsha?" So there was kind of like a stand-in reading what Porsha should have been reading. So I don't know if it was the second day or the next day, the third day, when they said to Nene, "Do you have any concerns with Kim? Do you have any concerns with Cynthia? And do you have any concerns with some of the ex castmates in regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta?" And Nene was like, "No." So then they had told Nene that Porsha has decided to not show up for filming on the Upshaws. And Nene was like, "Well, why?" So Nene did a long video. If you didn't see it, everybody did a video like 3 months, 4 months ago. I did a video. So Nene has said that Porsha decided to not be on the Upshaws because Nene was there. So we don't know if that's a contract issue or if she's trying to, be on Andy's side, not Nene's side. But we've seen that Porsha has hung out with Nene even this year. Well, maybe not this year. She hung out with Nene about 5 or 6 months ago. It might have been this year, but I can't confirm or deny if it was January or if it was December. But we've seen Porsha hang out with Nene within the last 8 months, birthday parties, going to different events, taking pictures. Hey, girl, Nene said they've even traveled within the last 8, 9 months. So Nene was kind of shocked that Porsha didn't show up for filming for the Upshaws. So there's that. Nene did a long video. She was talking about it. She was like, "What's this all about? You're almost making me look bad in regards to the Upshaws. You're making it seem like, am I trying to make it seem like I'm hard to work with or hard to deal with?" And we've traveled. So that's why Nene was like, the people from the Upshaws and the producers was thinking they would be great on set together because we've seen them hanging out. So, well wishes. Many people are kind of giving Andy side eye because of all the alleged allegations. Many people are giving Andy a side eye because of people in regards to that second show they have. What is it? When the other castmates that's been let go, they travel and they're at a house for a week. Many people are talking about that show. Note in the comments, what show is that? Bravo has another show that the women do a show together. What is it called? And it's either on it's on that app. I'm trying to think of the show where the housewives go for a week. There was Eva, there was Kenya, and there was Cynthia. Note in the comments, do y'all recall what that show is called? The other castmates that's been let go. um but yeah, many people think that Andy is trying to assist Porsha in helping with her image. And this is why this document came out, because right now this paragraph is mainly about Porsha. He's not really talking about Real Housewives of OC and Real Housewives of New York. This article is mainly about Porsha. So go over to the Bravo show, uh, shade room. Go over to the Bravo shade room. The comments are going in. I really don't want to. I mean, I guess there was one I could. I'll be general. I saw it and I kind of screenshot it. But what they were basically saying is like, "Andy, are you kidding me? We saw what happened in regards to Porsha's show." So it's basically saying Porsha's had altercations. I can say that. And concerns with people. They're basically saying Kyle gives nothing. So they're going in regards to the comments. So I'm going to try not to, because there's words I don't want to say. I don't want my video to be flagged. But people are kind of saying, "Okay, Andy, you're trying to help your shows get notoriety, whether it's Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of New York, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and whatever the other shows are. You're just trying to, you know, give some good press." He has been hosting Watch What Happened Live for a very, very long time. And, Andy Cohen does not deal with production part of it anymore. That stopped years ago. So right now, who's hired, fired, Andy doesn't have anything to do with that, but he can put out there a press release to make Porsha try and look good. But people are like, they may tune in just to see if she talks about her divorce. I watched a video in regards to Porsha talking about, she was on Tamara Hall saying that he's a good man, he understands me, but now you're going to divorce. But remember, Porsha wanted that man. Porsha got that man, and he was married to Fallon. Yes, he was. And Fallon was dating Jalen, and Fallon got pregnant. Fallon got pregnant. So I think Simon is trying to say he wasn't the cheater. He's trying to make that Fallon was the only cheater, because you have to remember, when I did a video last month, Fallon was basically saying that Dennis told her, alleged, Simon cheated a year before Porsha came to the house. That's what Porsha said Dennis told her. So that's all alleged. We can't confirm or deny. And many people may have seen Porsha and Simon together. But I think people are trying to tie it in. If Porsha, when Porsha had that tattoo on her neck. But you remember the picture when Porsha and Simon and Dennis was together? That trended because they were like, well, wait a minute. Porsha's holding on to Simon like she with him. What's going on? And then that's how she basically got her show, Porsha Family Matters. And Dennis acted like he was cool with it. But Dennis thought Fallon knew that Porsha and Simon were hanging out, alleged. But I think Simon's trying to clear it up, saying no. He dated Porsha around the time that picture came out. But you have to really remember, Dennis was with that really pretty young lady that was in his car around the time that there was an announcement that he was dating Porsha. So many people are saying, hold on, Simon, you weren't divorced when you were with Porsha. That is cheating. That is cheating. So, he can go ahead and send me that 100K. I'll take it. You were with Porsha before you got your divorce. So that is cheating. And you were separated from your wife, Fallon. Now, it's being reported that there was an alleged agreement that Fallon had to be out of their home at a certain point. And I think he had did some kind of contract with Fallon. And Fallon was like, okay, it is what it is. And then, of course, Fallon and Jalen tried to have a show together. They did. It was on YouTube. And then Fallon is going to be on a dating show. And then we're wondering if Fallon will end up being on any of the reality shows. So we will wait and see if Fallon ends up being on the reality shows. I just wanted to do a quick video in regards to what Andy is saying, who he feels is some of his favorites. Do you agree or disagree in regards to some of his favorites, and if they are the epitome of what the show and what people should try to aspire to be? Is he trying to say people should try to be inspired to be like a Porsha? People should be, try to inspire to be like a Kyle, you know? And then Tamara, I'm not certain if she's still married to that guy that owns the gym, but she's a funny Kiki. Yeah, but in regards to Kyle Richards, we'll see what happens in regards to her and Mauricio. But what's going to be interesting, who is Mauricio going to date next? Wooey. Everybody says that Mauricio is a handsome man. Who will he date next? Will Kyle stay with who she's with? Will she date? Will she be open and honest about that? Will she tell more? How does her family feel about all that? How does her daughters feel about that? How does the her family? Isn't she? Yeah, she's related to Paris Hilton. So how does the Hiltons feel about everything that Kyle's got going on? But I just wanted to do a quick video in regards to Porsha, general update. We will see how this all unfolds this month, next month. What will happen in regards to her divorce? Will the prenup, what will the judge say about the prenup? Is she able to stay in the home for the year? She's doing videos in regards to her products that she sells. So she is doing videos in the home regarding that. I just think he basically sent a cease and desist that Bravo cannot film. And he may just be worried about the cameras scratching up the floor. You know, he might need to come to the home and get something and they're filming and he can't get what he needs. And maybe that's why it's his home, his deed. And if he's the one paying the mortgage, he can say, I don't want y'all here. It is what it is. He has that right. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Please like the video as you guys come in. Please like the video as you guys come in. I just wanted to do a quick video on Porsha, Kyle. Um, don't know too much about Tamara and what she's got going on. But yeah. But thanks for tuning in. Like the video as you come in. Let me know in the comments. Are you guys watching the video from a TV? Press 1. Are you guys watching the video from a tablet? Press 2. Are you guys watching the video from a phone? Press 3. Just let me know. I'm just curious. And where are you chiming in from? Like the video as you come in. Subscribe to the channel. And also turn on your notification. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone, have a great day. Goodbye.